Órale. What's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep them between the lines. Get your load secure. I was just messing with something right here.
Cut him a check and get him the hell out of here.
Oh man. All right. I'll I won't mess with that anymore. Oh man. Let me see. How come I can't see your guys' chats? It says the number of chats. For one reason or another, I just can't see them. All right, let me see. I think I'm messing up this one. There we go. What's up, Sanho? Andres, Mr. TV superstar on the zone. It was a good time, carnal. It was a good time, man. I'm gonna be interviewing one of those fighters on the card, man. What's up, East Bay NorCal? What is going on? What is going on to everybody, man? Just in time, I got off of work. Okay. Feed, man, dog. What do you do for work anyway, man? Que tranza, homie. What's up, Lord Spike? Oh, man. It was a heavy weekend. It was a heavy weekend for me, at least, man, because dang it, dog. It was like this, man. It was from one thing to the next. It was a heavy weekend. Blessed. Blessed. Don't get me wrong, Holmes. Don't get me wrong. I was very, very blessed, man. But heavy, just needed a decompress, man. Did you unpack? I did, vieja. I did. I don't know what to do with all your stuff, baby girl, but I got it laying right here on the bed. But yes, I did unpack. That's for sure. My beautiful, crazy local wife, everyone. Seen you with your GoPro in the entrance. Yeah, big dog. Yeah, that's as a matter of fact, I just edited a little bit and I put it up on the Los Tres Chingones boxing, man. So for those who don't know, I was out at the fight over the weekend, part of media. It was badass. Damn, it was badass, man. I was like living the dream, dog. And then after that, I went to the football game, man, right across the street. So badass, Holmes. Thecholotrucker, homie. What's up, Andrew? OG Trucker. What's up, Fonzie? Let's see. I work in paving. Órale, okay. I drive slurry truck. Órale, okay. The other day you said you have friends in Bolin. Do you know Larry? Me side. No, doesn't ring a bell, dog. Does not ring a bell. How you doing, coach? Yeah, coach. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But no, yeah, man. I lived in Bowling, man. I lived in Bowling for shoot, I don't know, maybe about a year and a half, but I still kept in contact with even to this day, man, the people that I met in Bowling, dog. Yet I think only one person still lives in Bowling. Everybody else has moved out, man. Um, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. Once upon a time, it's like everybody stayed in one place, right? And that was it. That's where you live your entire life. I was a little bit out of the loop in that because I actually did move, and it was crazy, right? I didn't really meet people who moved a lot the way I was moving. I didn't run into too many of those people. that's why when I meet Sonny and he's all like, "Man, we moved a lot." I'm like, "Oh, damn, okay." I could kind of connect with that Vato Dog because we moved a lot too. But I never really met too many people that moved around a lot. Maybe moved once, maybe moved twice. But now, man, it's like everybody's all over the place, which is cool. That's fine. I'm not saying it's a problem, but everybody's all over the place now, man. I got my tickets to the Haney. I'm pretty close. I'm gonna. I'll see, man. I'll see. I'll see if I could go ahead and get credentials to that, man. I'm really tired, and it's not even midweek yet. Damn, dog. That is gacho, dog. Can't wait for Davis and Boo Boo fight. You know what, man? I'm gonna put in to see if I could get credentials to all these, man. Because Sadio Dog, there's like certain fights that I don't even try. I'm like, you know what? We're still two down here. But nah, Charlie, homie, you know what? You gotta shoot big, dog. But let's see. Oh, she's saying hola. Okay. Yeah, man. What are we? Tuesday, right? Shoot, I hope I'm getting that right. I don't know why it felt like it was Wednesday for me. I'm not really sure, man. Um, this week is a week for me. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing things around the pad that need to get done. So that's gonna be something else, man. Man, I cannot. It's nice. It's nice not having to get up at a certain time. It is, dog. It is nice. I'm off for the whole week, Combs. For the whole week, dog. I got the whole week off, man. And it is nice not having, to look at the clock, not having to look at your phone, not having to look at the time over and over and over again. Rarely does my alarm sound. For the most part, for the most part, I wake up before my alarm sounds. For the most part, there are times that my alarm does wake me up, but for the most part, I wake up before my alarm. Okay, but what comes with all that is waking up, dog. Waking up in the middle of the night, waking up and checking your phone and checking to see what time it is, and it said that you shouldn't do that. I'm gonna see if I could go by that rule, man. I'm gonna see if I could just put my phone. I'm probably gonna put my phone somewhere else. Saturday, dog. I mean, I silence it at nighttime anyway to go to sleep. So there's really no need to have it by my head, so I could just be looking at the time every time I wake up in the middle of the night. At the same time, it's just like in my mind, like if I'm awake, do I really need the alarm to sound? If the alarm's gonna sound in 5 minutes, do I really need? Can I just turn it off? Like I don't know, dog. But at the same time, it's apparently it's not good, man. Let me see. I like that truck conversation video. Makes me want to get a truck. I'm gonna. I'll be having more drivers get on here, man, and talk a little bit, especially about what's going on in the trucking industry, man. Convoy looks like they shut down. They were pretty huge, man, in booking loads. So damn, you're lucky. I get the holiday week off. Orale, there you go, man. See, I got heavy day tomorrow for pickup in San Bernardino, delivering to Palmdale, then pickup. Oh shoot, I just missed you. Pickup, or lancha deliver that to Fresno. Loving the grind. That's so right now. Lakers and Nuggets. Oh man. I'll tell you, dog. I'll tell you, we're in that time of year, man. Hey, it is the last quarter of the year. What are you guys doing, Holmes? Has this year gone the way you wanted it to go? What are you doing, man, for all your New Year resolutions, right? That nobody even really makes anymore. But I would just say goals. I always say, man, it's good to set some goals, dog. If you don't want to call it New Year resolutions, then don't call it that. But set some goals, homie. Set some goals that you want to accomplish, that year. And, damn dog, go for it. And you still got, what are we? A little over 2 months left. I was just say 2.5, but no, we're less than that. To make things happen, man. It's tough right now as an owner operator truck driver. Oh man, isn't that the story? Isn't that the story, man? For those that are just out there just grinding it out, man, finding ways to stay above, man. Damn, heart goes out to you, man. Hopefully it gets better, but you know, again, the market is it's down, and it's always said, it's been being said for a long time. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's like gonna have to hit rock bottom, man, before it gets better. So whatever rock bottom means, whatever worse means, I don't know, man. I'll leave it to you guys' imagination. Whatever that means, Holmes. Yes, it's tough, but there's still money out there to make. Like, hey, see, that's what's up, Fonzie. That's why I like Fonzie, Holmes. You know what? He's just gonna come out, dog, and just, hey, you know what, man? Tough times, good times, whatever. I'm just gonna keep on grinding and making it happen. That's what's up, dog. As long as I have a job that I love, it pays all my bills. That's it, Holmes. That's it, man. Do you smell la? Freedom at tube. I would say this, man. I would say this. Um, negative, I don't really like to get into the whole talk of negativity and positivity, but I'll say this, man. Negativity spreads pretty damn easy. Very, very easy, you know. And I think even when certain people want to talk positivity, they actually spread negativity pretty easy. I remember I was talking to this person and I'm like, hey, because this person was talking to me a lot about positivity, right? And it's like, you guys surround yourself with positive people and positive people and positive people. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, you know what? Yeah, cool, you do, man. But just, you know, watch out. Just be careful for those that say that they're all about positivity. And I'm not talking about YouTube, man. I'm just speaking in general. So before anybody gets on me, it's talking about like, oh man, who are you talking about on YouTube, Holmes? No, I'm just speaking in general. And I've always said on my channel, hey, dog, I'm not about positivity. I'm not about negativity. I just come on. I just do me. That's it, dog. That's it. Um, if you get positivity out of it, good. If you get negativity out of it, everybody's responsible for their own actions. So, um, but I remember this person just like, yeah, just positivity, and you just gotta, you know, be positive and talk about positivity and all that stuff, right? And it was funny because they were having a conversation with a few of us, right? It wasn't like a one-on-one conversation. And the person, there was another person there as well, right, in the conversation. And she was just like, "Oh yeah, I woke up, and I had a little bit of a headache." It's like, "Oh, okay." And then the person that was talking about nothing but positivity was all like, "Oh, yeah, I wake up with headaches too every now and then." And sometimes when you wake up and your back is hurting, and then it just kind of messes up your whole day, and it's like for the rest of your day, your back is hurting, and the pain in your head. I don't even really remember, dog, but the pain on your head like goes down your neck, and they're like going back and forth, right? Because it was something so simple. And now they're going back and forth with each other, just relaying this pain that they feel when they wake up every now and then, right? And then at some point, they're talking about driving, right? And it's like, oh, when I drive too long, you know how your ankle starts hurting? You know how your ankle starts hurting? And it's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Like sometimes I feel it come up my calf a little bit. And dog, they're just going back and forth, just both of them just suing in this what they would say negativity. And none of them are like they're all just agreeing with it. Like, yeah, yeah, like I feel you. Yeah, 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 like man, yeah. I'm just kind of like, hey, should someone just say no? I don't know what you're talking about. Your ankle hurts when you're driving. Like what are you driving? Does anybody, dog, at any point just think to themselves, like, you know what? I really honestly have no idea what they're talking about, Holmes. Or do people just kind of nod their heads today, dog, and just in agreement with just everything? Serio, dog. I hear some of the most ridiculous things, dog. I'm being real. I'm being real. I made some videos about it, man. And people just like nod their heads, just in agreement. Just like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm thinking, like, hey, man, you were just talking about surrounding yourself with nothing but positivity. And now you got, I, what was there, like four of us? I was just say like all these people, but there was only like four or five of us. You got them all just like feeding into your negativity. And now all you guys are over there talking about that your neck, your back, my neck and my back. When I wake up in the morning and my ankle and my calves hurting, like, wait a second, man. Just a few seconds ago, you were over there just talking about, like, oh man, you know what? It's positivity. It's all positivity. And now you guys are right here in this little circle, man, of just pure negativity, of pretty much just, I don't want to say made up stuff, but I mean, you're just kind of pushing each other into this negative stage of just like, oh man, every time wake up, sometimes you wake up and you wake up with a little bit of a headache. Then it went from that headache to a little bit of back pain. Then it went to some neck pain. Then it went to driving and your ankle hurts. Then it went from your ankle up to your calf. I mean, damn, dog. Next thing you be rolling in a wheelchair. The wheelchair of positivity, Holmes. Let me see. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. Let me see. I think a lot of raza will vote for Trump. Um, well, it depends what you mean by a lot. Yeah, I think some of raza is going to vote for Trump. Look, to those that, well, actually, let me go ahead and finish with this. Let me see. He works in our financial factory now. He does overtime. Let me see. I know her head is hurting because headboard. Take high amounts of ashwagandha, and you won't get. Yeah, yeah, your ankle and that's hurting when you drive along. Son of a gun, man. Yo, so what's the topic? What's on your mind, huh? Bell too much. All right. All right, so going back to the whole Trump thing, right? Do I think La Raza is a vote for Trump? You know, look, to me personally, man, okay, this is just me. All right. I don't really live my life like this whole raza like this. Okay. For those that do, a toda madre, live your life like that. Okay. Am I proud to be raza? Yeah. It's not a hill that I live and die on, though, homie. I was born like this, right? So if I were born Asian, I'd be proud to be Asian. If I were born, French, black, whatever, homie, I'd be proud to be that, right? But one thing that I don't subscribe to is that because you are this or because you are that, you have to follow suit like this, right? So do you have to vote this way or do you have to vote that way? You vote for whatever's best in your interest, right? I personally don't care how you vote. Vote for whatever suits your interest, your interests, whatever that is. I knew this Heina, right? I used to deliver to the store. Out in Menifee. And she doesn't work there anymore. And she only voted. Let me tell you guys this, man. She only voted against abortion. That was it. That's all that mattered to her. For whatever reason, I don't know. I got no idea. I don't know if there was some personal experience that she had. I don't know. But she only only voted against abortion because she was so passionate against abortion. Cool. Toda madre. Vote however you want to. I don't care. That's your vote. So I mean, is there a raza that's gonna vote for Trump? Yeah, there's a raza that's gonna vote for Biden, but raza that's not gonna vote and deem of protest that there's only two parties or three independent or whatever, man. But I don't really care, man. I did, vieja. I did. I took my vitamins. I took my vitamins. That's what I'm saying, man. So of all that, hey, take your vitamins, say your prayers, and what else did the hoaxster say, man? He said, take your vitamins, say your prayers. Was that it? Am I missing one thing? Rich, you were a wrestling fan, Holmes. Am I missing something? Was it just take your vitamins and say your prayers? Let me see. I know I missed a lot of comments, man. The Spencer. Yeah, like you people. They believe anything they hear, especially from another YouTuber. Shake my head. I sure don't. Well, look, I'll say this, man. My Flintstone vitamins, yes. Rolling with Trump. Wake up, says Lord Spike. All right, man. Go roll with Trump, man. Go roll with him. Trump, a lot better than who we have now in office, says Rich. Okay. Okay. Everybody, hey, man, vote for whatever is best in your interest. Personally, me, I got no issue. Dog. I don't care if whichever way you vote. For the honest, from the bottom of my heart, I really don't care. Andrew, Andrew, just like that too. I good for you, Holmes. Good for you because there's those people that are so passionate of like, hey, you have to vote. No, you don't. It's you don't have to. You don't have to. So, but you know, there's this thing, right? Where it's like, hey, man, the news, right? You can't believe everything you hear because everything has an agenda. I keep hearing that over and over and over and over, right? It's like, hey, man, everything that you hear in the news has an agenda. You can't believe everything. You can't believe everything in the news. And to a certain extent, I agree, right? I mean, yeah, everything is ratings and everything like that, right? But, because I've heard this, okay? I have heard this, all right? It's like, oh, man, you got to go to social media to find out all the truth. It's like, well, just be careful, you know. Social media can have a much more intimate impact on what you take in, okay? Um, because in social media they can connect with you. See the news, or when you turn on the TV, Holmes, you got no connection with them, right? So it's like, okay, I don't feel like they're talking to me as much, right? Because I don't connect with them. we're here like this, you can connect with somebody, right? I'm connecting with you guys right now. There's Jojo AZ, Andrew Martinez, Jay Brown Machine, Raider Rich, Lucky Loco, right? Audi Familia, I could connect with you guys like this, right? So now somebody can build this some sort of trust. All right. So I'm just gonna tell you guys this, man. Okay. While there is a lot of this, you can't trust mainstream media, you can't trust, local news or anything like that, man. They're all liars, they're all this, they're all that. I mean, I don't know if they're all liars. I don't know if some are telling the truth, some are not telling the truth, man. Everybody, be just responsible. All I will say is this: that does not mean that now you go to social media because, like I said, I have heard this. You got to go social media to find out the truth. Just be cautious, okay? Be cautious because you can fall and be duped for a lot of things, man, because you have a little bit more of an intimate connection with people on, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is, man. So whatever it is that you guys see on TV where it's like, "Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna take it all, but I'm gonna be cautious about it." I would say do the same with social media. Okay? I would say do the same, man. When everybody talks about, "Oh man, you know what? On mainstream media, they have nothing but agendas." There's agendas on social media, familia. Okay? I don't know if I'm bursting anybody's bubble there, but there's agendas on social media. Okay. Look, I have and I see you guys' chats, man, but I have a boxing channel. Okay. Los tres right there. Los tres chingones boxing. Okay. That's called the YTBC. All right. YouTube boxing channels. Okay. I don't like to be a part of that. Why? Because everybody starts forming their own little cliques and everything. So I just do my boxing channel and that's it. And there's very few boxing channels that I connect with. Why? Because I only want to connect with those, man, that don't have agendas. All right. Even in boxing and sports and everything, you got the ones that have agendas. And it is crazy. Okay. It is crazy for those that are not. I'm not going to talk about boxing. I'm just using it as an example. You got the whole racial, motivated channels out there that it's just like I just go for my racial fighter that's of my race, and that's it. That fighter can do no wrong. And when he loses, oh, it's because the other guy cheated. Oh, it's because the other guy is on steroids. Yet there's no evidence. There is nothing like that going on. But it's just, yeah, but I just know it. I just know it in my hearts of hearts, just things like that. And it is insane, dog. It is crazy. And what's crazy to me more about it is when I was a little kid, I used to think that adults have it that adults had it all together. I never thought, being real, Holmes, I never thought adults even lied. When I was like a little mocoso, when I was like a little, 5-year-old, I didn't know adults lied. I thought that was just us kids, man. I did not know adults lied, man. And then here we are so many years later as adults, and I look around and I'm seeing adults, and I'm like, okay. And I know I made a video about this, right? So I'll bring it up now. And for those that are just pointing at the youngsters over and over and over and over again, saying youngsters today don't know how to act. Youngsters today don't know how to act. Man, these youngsters. Social media is messing up these youngsters. Social media has ruined these youngsters. Look, Holmes, I'm gonna be real with you guys, dog. Okay. While I do think that is an issue, hey Holmes, Sadio, man, I think some adults have been ruined by social media. I think some adults, man, don't know how to handle social media. I think some adults have been getting on social media acting like fools, acting like clowns. going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So every time I just hear adults just constantly the youngsters, right? It's just the youngsters, the youngsters, the youngsters. Man, kids these days, kids these days. I'm not even really sure how often you even have to deal with kids because kids ain't even really outside like that as much as they used to be once upon a time. But on social media, man, it's like, you know what, man? I no, there's adults, man. There's definitely adults, acting like a bunch of yahoos and everything like that, and then turn around and just say, "Oh man, these youngsters don't know how to act today." Well, you know what? There's some adults that don't know how to act, man, depending on who you are, right? Let me see what you guys are saying over here. Da, da, da. Let's see. All right, man. I don't even know where I left off or what. Let me see. 50 voted. My life, I don't believe America with the three Ks. Okay. Tu carnal. So media. Got your pros and cons like everything else. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Nah, F the Astros. Oh, man. Oh, damn, dog. That was good, man. That was really good. Hey, man, big ups to the Texas Rangers for getting those Astros out of there, man. Oh, dog. Oh, Lord Spike, man. That was too damn good, man. Right now, it's D-backs, Phillies, 1. Man, dog, just shout outs to the AZ, man. I don't want the D-back. Hey, look, look, to me, honestly, anybody but the Astros. Anybody but the Astros. That was all. Oh, man. Every older generation says the same about today's youngsters. They said the same about us growing up. Okay. No, you're right, man. I know, dog. He just got me on a good one right there. Astros went home. Yeah. Anybody but the Astros. Anybody but the damn Astros. Um, okay, Raider. You know what? I agree. I agree to a certain extent, man. I agree that every older generation does critique the younger generation. My question is, do they do it unfairly though? Do they just do it unfairly? Look, there's a few things that are just open for criticism with little to no pushback, right? And let me see, government probably being the number one. People could complain about government all they want, and there's gonna be little to no pushback, right? I mean, the government's against us, right? Okay, that rich people, you complain about rich people all you want, man. Not too many people are really gonna, stick up for rich people or stick up for government, right? Those are pretty open. Um, White people to a certain extent, right? And youngsters. Youngsters is another one, man. Especially if you're older, people just complain about youngsters and but what blows my mind, dog. Here's the thing. What blows my mind is just the fact that everybody just kind of nods their head like in agreement. And I've heard things about youngsters, and I'm like, well, wait a second, hold on, man. When we were younger, we were doing worse things. Like, okay, let me see. Hey, what's up, Fernando? Let me see. These youngsters nowadays are different Disrespectful. Okay. All right. Let's Andres, to a certain extent, I agree with you, right? To a certain extent, I don't, man. And here's what I'm gonna say. What's up, Anthony Bravo? Here's what I'm gonna say, man. All right. When I was a little kid back in the 80s, okay, when I was a little kid in the 80s, vatos will be purse snatching. Okay, they'd be purse snatching. And they'd be getting no check courts homes, which I don't even think they use check court anymore. What did people call it now? DP or something like that? I don't even know. But uh old ladies were walking around, dog, and vatos were snatching their purses. The community wasn't coming down on anybody. I used to see dudes, purse snatch, a 70-year-old lady, dog. They run around the corner to the alley, empty out that purse. This is, circa 1986, 87, 88, 89. Last time I ever heard of something like that happen was in the early 90s, right? Where, once I was already, starting to do a couple of desmadre and stuff like that, I started, it wasn't happening as much. But yeah, there were about those that were snatching people's snatching Hina's purses. Old ladies at that. Would that happen today? Heck no, dog. The community will come down on them hard, homie. Hard. That won't happen today. Back then, yeah, you had 15, 16, 17, even though dude, dog, I saw dudes in their 20s, homie. In their 20s, circa 1989, snatching an old lady's purse. Nobody was running after them, dog, like they're running after Richard Ramirez. The jacking, the robbing of the eloteros and the street vendors and everything like that. Just within, the last few years, man, it really blew up to something. But if we're gonna be honest, yeah, that used to happen pretty often. Now, I heard somebody say, and I don't know what year they're talking about. I heard somebody say, like, "Oh yeah, man, you know what? They got jumped for doing it or whatever." I never saw anything like that happen. It's not. Oh wait, let me see. I get that it's disrespectful, but nowadays different. Oh, let me see. I think I read that one already. Level keeps getting lower. I would say it's not true. It's not really true. It's saying all youngsters are disrespectful because you have youngsters raised by their parents to be respectful. I agree. I agree. There are some youngsters now. Here's the thing too. Okay, we used to handle business. When we heard of vatos being disrespectful to the elderly like that. Okay, okay. I never saw it, Anthony. I never saw it. I never saw it. As time went on, I saw things changing. I did not see anybody snatching anybody's purse in 1998. 10 years before that, it did happen. But in 1998, nobody was doing that anymore because it was deemed unacceptable. Like that was very, very low class. So that's why I'm saying, the time, right? The time. So today, for damn sure, that wouldn't be happening. But I think, I think people are just so, the whole saying the hindsight's 2020, where you can just judge the past, right? When things already took place and things were different back then, and you judge it with today. So what things look for example, for example, how many people do you have today apologizing for something that they said 30, 40 years ago? They didn't have to apologize back then, but they have to apologize now. Well, why not back then? Well, because it was a different time. It was acceptable. So for me, it's like, hey, well, you don't have to apologize, man. But look at how many celebrities are apologizing and have been apologizing for something that they said, back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, right? Things that were very acceptable and were found, all good, fun, and funny, but they have to apologize for it today. Like it was a different time. So if it was acceptable then, me personally, I'm not gonna hold them to it. It's like, no, I get it. It was a different time, man. I'm not gonna judge you with today's standards back then. And let me go ahead and tell you guys this. You have no idea. You have no idea. Neither do I. Familia, we have no idea. Zero. We have no idea how the future is going to judge us for what we do today. We don't know. All right. Fast forward 100 years or something like that. You have no idea how they're going to judge us like, whoa, wait a second. He believed this or she believed that. They live like this or they live like that. Like, damn, that's wrong. Because they're going to judge us on what we do now on their time. Wherever, society has whatever, road society has gone down. So, for me, man, it's all, the times, right? It's all the times, man. But no, I mean, I guess the thing with circling back to these youngsters things, right? Where it's like, hey man, you know what? They're disrespectful. They don't know how to talk, or they yeah, well, they're disrespectful with their tongue. Yeah, that's true. I see that. I saw that when I was young too, though, man. I saw it when I was young. We would be disrespectful. The only ones that I would say we were probably not disrespectful to were older homies, right? Because older homies, dog, they put a whooping on you. Something that's probably not that acceptable today, man. But yeah, you would be 14, 15 years old, man. A youngster, you're still a kid. And you would have a homie dog who's, 23, 24, 25 years old, man, a straight out adult, man. And he'd put it to you, Holmes. He didn't like something that you said or anything like that, dog. He had no problem just going and balling up his fist, dog, and beating you to the ground, man. Last time I ever saw that. The last time I ever saw that, it's been years already, but that was back in like the early 2000s. There was this there was this homeboy Steve, man. He was from a barrio in the San Gabriel Valley, man. Shout outs to the SGV. And he was 32 years old, 32, 33 years old, man. Okay. And there was this other vato, man, who was only 16 years old. But word got out, that this youngster didn't back up this other dude, right? And it made him kind of look bad. So Rhino comes out and he's walking up to his little homie, dog, right? We were living in apartments. He comes out with a coin, right? I don't know, a nickel, a dime, quarter, I don't know, man. He comes up and this dude's the youngster's name was Andrew. He's all like, "Hey, what's up, Andrew? Heads or tails, homie?" He gets it, puts it, boss, dog, clocked him right, clocked him, dog, twisted his head around, man. He drops and he gets back up. That was the last time I ever saw at least when it comes to, that kind of culture, where I saw like a grown man beat up on a kid, basically, man. It used to happen pretty often. It happened to me when I was a kid, but yeah, man. Just thinking of that time making me laugh. But no, look, man. Um, I think social media is all out there too. Everybody trips out about the whole no, Andrew, it wasn't you, Governor. It wasn't you. But everybody trips out today, right? There could be so much more information put out there, good information and bad information. Okay. Everybody keep that in mind. Good information and bad information as well. So keep that in mind, man. But look, man, I don't really like to judge what somebody did many years ago because it was a different time, but it does happen. Just like many, many years from now, people are going to look at our lives here, right now, and say, like, oh, I can't believe, this person believed this. I can't believe this person believed that. I can't believe this person thought like this or thought like that. Just a quick example. Just a quick example. Okay. Boxing. I love boxing. It's my favorite sport. Who knows? Many years from now, boxing might be outlawed, right? All these combat sports might be outlawed. Might be like, hey, wait a second, man. You're over there paying money to see two people get in there and kill each other? You're paying money to see these guys bleed? These guys lose part of their life in there, right? In a time when everybody's trying to make, everybody live longer for as long as you can live. It's like, hey, man, this isn't right. It is exploitation, right? These guys come from nothing and now you're offering them money. Oh, you know what? It's their choice. Yeah. But they're coming from nothing and now you're offering them money so they could go in there and, get their brains beat in, dog. That's not where we're at today, but we never know. 5, 6, 700 years from now, society today could be judged that there was combat sports and a lot of money to be made by it. So you just don't know how the future is going to judge you. Just the way, we sit here and we judge the past, right? I mean, we judge it like, yeah, man, look at that. You know, women couldn't vote or women, weren't able to do this, man. So they were all bad back then, or, going way back in slavery, and slavery was legal. Yeah, we see that as wrong today. Yes, yes, understandable. But we don't know many years from now how they're going to look at us and say, like, hey, man, look at what they were into. It's all wrong. But that's just like I said, the whole hindsight 2020 on how people just judge and everything, and going back to the whole, youngsters don't know how to act, youngsters this, youngsters that. I think social media plays a big part in it, as what you're able to see. But anyway, familia, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tap up out of here, man. You guys are watching this live. I think my sister, Jen Magana, is gonna get on with the roundtable. You guys go ahead and check her out. I'm judging you for wearing that tiny wetsuit a few months back. Man, homie, I'll never do that swim again, dog. I'll never do that swim again. All right, familia. Hey, man, guys for tapping in. I just want to go ahead and tap in with you guys, man. But I'll be doing more things throughout the week, dog. As always, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings. And always keep a safe distance. Blood. Make sure you live with loyalty. Makes family. Until next time, this is the Troll Trucker. Over and out.